What up guys, I'm going to do the Battle Challenge Round 2 of the new event that is Twin Stars Far Apart story event that comes with the new banners, Tate and Lisa with their respective Jirachi and Celesteela Pokemon sync pairs. The reason why I decided to actually talk in this video, usually I don't really talk, I just record sort of the semi-free-to-play / free-to-play units. Reason why I decided to actually talk is there are a few things to explain, which if you weren't paying attention might make a difference. First of all, the opponent, Anabel, actually has, and it doesn't really say that here in the boss details, actually has healthy advantage, so you need to apply some sort of status condition. The stage is pretty much made for Jirachi, because Jirachi can give Thunder Wave to cause paralysis in order to do damage. Need to watch out for healthy advantage. In terms of free-to-play units, you can use, an example is Flannery Torkoal. This team was inspired by one of my Discord members, Blackskins, who actually suggested to use Skylar. Pretty straightforward, speed and defense up with lots of potions. Hopefully you get lots of potions for refresh. That's what you always want on her grid. Potion refresh. Staggering on the gust might help by causing flinch. Flannery for the burn on Will-O-Wisp. I've got a sync nuke sync grid. I'll put the sync grids up at the end of the video, but I've got her grid for sync nuke. In case I'm sick of using Ember, I can just use a sync on her while the opponent is burned, so that I can focus on using Sunsteel Strike with my main striker here, Solgaleo. The great thing about Solgaleo, ignores passives with the Sunsteel Strike, so it's not absolutely necessary to use the burn Will-O-Wisp in Flannery Torkoal if you've got Solgaleo buffed up pretty well, like for example EX'd. Alright, so, but if you don't want to use Solgaleo, you probably want to keep a burn on the opponent. So my first attempt at Battle Challenge Round 2. Let's get everyone buffed up first. Hopefully get a refresh on Take Flight. With Solgaleo, his grid is very important. You need to be able to self-buff the crit, otherwise this won't really work. Nice. We got Take Flight refreshed, and off we go. So all the stats for DPS is maxed out on Solgaleo. I might just keep everyone burned. But I believe the only one with healthy advantage is the Sneasel on the other side, Anabel and Sneasel. So it's not absolutely required to burn everyone. That's just an optional. The speed up obviously very helpful here. Solgaleo is a little bit slow with heavy gauge use. Okay, the potion's gonna come in handy here. And I'll be able to land a sync move. Now, I don't believe my sync move on Solgaleo actually has ignore passive, so make sure the burn is applied for this. It's only Sunsteel Strike that actually ignores passive. I could be wrong, but I think that's true. Anyway, this still should do max damage because it is burned, and there you have it. So just make sure you either have ignore passive or a workaround for the healthy advantage. Otherwise, you could get stuck not knowing what to do because the opponent will pretty much take 80% less damage. The center unit will take 80% less damage if you don't remove the passive ability by keeping a status condition on the Sneasel. So it can be paralysis, can be burn. I will do an example video with Jirachi. Go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'll just show you guys my grids. So Solgaleo is probably the most important because you really got to get those crits self-buffed. That would be this node here. Enter battle with 1 crit up. And Bright as the Sun crit up each time. So that's 3 crit up in total. And then you've got all these other nodes for Haymaker and Furious Brain to max out his total DPS. Alright guys, thank you for watching the video. I'm just going to post the rest of the grids now. This is Flannery. And this here is Skylar. This should be a pretty standard one.